Around the 11th century, the Philistines had a warrior, Goliath of Gath, a giant of a man, over 9 feet tall, armored in bronze, and carrying a huge spear. Day after day, Goliath came out and shouted across the battlefield to fight him in single combat. The Israelites were terrified. Among them was a young shepherd named David. He heard Goliath and saw how the soldiers of Israel trembled with fear. Who is this Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? As David stepped forward, Goliath mocked him. But David stood firm. You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. The Lord will deliver you into my hands. Took a stone and slung it with all his strength. The stone struck Goliath in the forehead, and the giant fell face down to the ground. David took Goliath's massive sword and cut off his head. The story represents a vibrational dynamic between fear and alignment, between the illusion of limitation and the reality of your true power. Goliath represents the ancient and entrenched programs of the lower nature, the inflated ego, the worldly self, the corrupted forces, greed, fear, pride, materialism, all obstacles on the spiritual path. His armor signifies the false protections of materialism, which may impress the senses, but cannot withstand the truth. Every time we have believed we are not good enough, we have been feeding our Goliath. He also represents the world consciousness that mocks. Spiritual Goliath is a daily challenge. David represents our soul, the higher self, the spark of divine potential within each individual, the part of us connected to intuitive perception. The king offered him his armor, which represent the eternal protection. Worldly possessions, being heavy and ill-fitting for the soul, it must be surrendered. The sling represents a concentrated will directed by the awake mind. The stones symbolize the inner faculty. The stones were not rough, but smooth, polished by discipline and hard work. With those tools, he faced Goliath and he won. David did not triumph by force, but by faith and illumination. Stand before your giants.